Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to some Silksong. Now, last time, we finished up, all the loose ends that we possibly had. Basically doing everything else that I know to do on the entire map. So that was fun. That was a good time. And we just got the quest, which would actually also be in here somewhere, for this. We need to meet the guy at Songclave, which Unknown Man was saying that that's the guy that, initiates the third act. So I assume that this is, if I just walk over there and talk to him, then Act 3 will begin. Or, shortly thereafter. So, let's do that, I suppose. This guy's been sitting here going, "Oi! Oi!" for like 10 minutes, but it's fine. He can wait. It's feeling almost time, eh, Bellringer? You and her who waits up there. That fated meeting won't hold forever. Ready to make your play? To oust one ruler and claim her prize? I'll not deny, some part of me desires that outcome. Dominance, it seems, is baked deep in my blood, as too, no doubt, for the one up top. And yet another part resists. A part, over time, I find myself siding with more. That part wishes not to claim a monarch's mantle. Rather, it would see my freedom regained, and this kingdom's bugs unshackled from their pale chains. Remarkable idea you're speaking there, Bellringer. A world cut free. Not a wish I've had much cause to hope on. Serious like, but I ain't so surprised to hear you speak it. For all your helping, I've been seeing it clearer. You've still got the monarch in you, all right, and the glare of a weaver, but the ambition, that's wild different from both. If you've already guessed to my desire, sir, and share some part of it, would you offer me aid in the conflict to come? Aye, maybe. Yes. I can barely bear to tell it, but there's an idea, one rare disgust, for fear of her up there sensing the score. You have conceived a method, I take it, a way to see a monarch removed, and me left free from claiming her station. We have, me and what remains of my family. It's a trap, of a sort, beyond the skill of the citadel, one to go further than just her binding. You'd be just the hunter to set it, if you're dare enough to try. Grant me your aid, sir. If your trap provides a path to freedom, both for myself and your land's bugs, I may indeed choose to trigger it. What work do you need of me now to see your service made? It's my family's strength you'll need be seeking, Bellringer. Us three old bugs still alive, spread across this kingdom, and one poor cousin dead and drained in the swamps, choked rotten. Each has power, raw, savage stuff. For you, they'll give it. If for their fascination at the act, or the thrill of defiance, or because they have no choice at all. For the last part, I'll be needing that rune setter you're carrying. Clever old weaver tool, that thing, and the perfect base on which to stretch our power. Once you've collected for yourself the other critical parts, I'll ask you to pass it over as well. If you're wanting that trap made, you best get to collecting. I'll point you toward what's needed as best I can. Down in the Mossland, still clinging to her failed chapel, my sister will part with her power, if asked kindly enough. Alright, we know her. I guess we'll just, go do that one first, one at a time. I think we already have one of them, because the soul that we got from up in the... what's it called? Bile water? I think that is one of the things we need, probably. Alright, so we're going all the way to the bottom. So we gotta go talk to the lady and then head back up there and see who's next. Because, you know, might as well do it one at a time. Hi. Madame, I returned seeking power to aid construction of a trap at request of your sibling residing atop the citadel. Aye, Hunter. So you managed to rouse the old fool. I've known it coming, felt it, and glad I am. Rest of my family spent far too long huddled and glum, or dead. Not me. I'd always been thinking it a waste to just take what's coming when her up top wakes. Better to fight for freedom or go out in a blaze. Alright then. Well, that was easy. See, Act 3 isn't so hard. This is child's play. Just run around and talk to people. Like, what's so difficult about that? And back to the Bellway. Go talk to the guy again, see who the next person is. I could have talked to him again and seen if he told me where the next person was at the same time so I don't have to travel more, but one, I kind of feel like I might forget where the people are because my memory is not too great at all things. So very easily I could like hear where he says the next one is and then completely forget it by like 5 minutes later. But also, I don't know if he actually tells us more than one at a time, so... If you want that trap made, you best get collecting. Buried in the Warren of Bells at Farloom's core, seek my sullen uncle. That one has power to spare. Is that a guy in Bellheart? The weird hermit guy that's like real old, pointed us towards the doctor lady? Probably. That guy seems like a bit of an uncle. Alright, back to the Bellway. That's the wrong button. Bellheart. I don't know why, my brain was just like, ah yes, E is to interact with things. But no, E is for Silk skill. We all know that. Even though I'm the one that set the key bindings myself. So, I'm probably the only one that would know that. Oh, and I don't need to go up here. Let me go down here. Possibly. I think it's this guy. I'm not a slave. So the slave comes seeking. I am not a slave, my good man. I've heard it. Wishing on a world cut free, yes? Along with my nephew up there. Sounds he's sunk as simple as you. Will you not provide your aid, Bug? This trap he plans requires power, and I suspect you're hoarding more than most. Oh no, I'll give it. Not in the hope you'll succeed. In that there's a small chance, or a slim chance. I give just to see that restless energy unleashed. So much soul found and formed, generations of it, all going to waste. Better it's given a chance to blaze. Alright then. Who's next? How did I do that? Alright, back to the guy. Which means I need to go in here. Again. I keep forgetting. Okay, and Bellway. Back to the elevator, back to the guy. To see where we go next. Alright, who's next? Sir, I have the items requested. Craft me your trap that we may set these lions free. Oh, that was it? Oh, because I guess the third one was the one I already had. Good. Probably. Found it all, did you, bell ringer? Then join me and let's get to prepping. I'll be asking both your silk and claws for the construction. Alright then. It's done. The parts are prepared. I'm heading up now to set the heavy thing. Even with the trap laid, best be guessing her on top won't go down so simple. She'll sense what's coming. That blade of yours is gonna have to do its work before this thing can snap. I'd expected such, sir, and I am ready. Set your snare. I shall attend shortly. This seems too simple. This seems way too, like, fast. Because I thought the whole thing about it was, you know, you go through Act 3 and there's 3 endings in Act 3. I haven't even entered Act 3 yet, I don't think. Scale the citadel and ensnare its monarch in a deadly trap. Alright then. I mean, every other ending I've been able to just, like, come back from, so we're gonna just go in there and do what we do, and it's gonna be great. Maybe this is one of the 3 endings in Act 3. Seems way too easy, though. I mean, maybe this was the easy part of it. Maybe the hard part is getting her to go into the snare. I probably could have just used the elevator. Because, yeah, you can just elevate to the terminus or whatever, and then that brings you, like, straight there. I don't know. Maybe there's more stuff along the way. I definitely would have gone that way if I'd remembered. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's just way up at the top there. Alright. Well, I guess let's go do the final boss again. The one we've done many times so far. I wonder if it's at all different, or if it's just like a different ending from kind of the same fight. I have no idea. But now we're, you know, a bit more powerful. Hi. Ain't you come a long way, Bellringer, granting wishes, saving bugs, even rousing my sullen family to act. The snare is set above, our power bound along its thread. To your sight, it may seem a crude thing, but there's fair strength to it, enough to quell a god. You and your family have done me well, sir. I shall prove your faith in the meeting ahead. Aye, bring your best, Bellringer. Call forth our great pale god, cut her weak, then drive the beast down atop the snare. Contact made will stir the snare alight, but only your needle's song will awaken the spell in full. When that moment arrives, you'll see it clear. Okay then. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely looks different here. Well, time to do this again. I don't know, this isn't what I expected for Act 3 so far. I don't know. Unless this is just the start of Act 3. Maybe this is like the beginning portion of it. Ow. Good thing I can heal. I am very, like, rusty. Not only at this boss, but just at the game in general. My brain is not, you know, fully woken up yet. I did wake up a bit early today. And I was a bit tired last night, so not a great combination. Alright. We have to do second phase as well? Although those rocks don't break the trap. That would be unfortunate. Get our one hit in. Okay, and the threads don't do anything if she's downed. It's good to know. Yeah, get those crits. There we go. Just gives us another option at the end there. Oh. Void, like in the first game. Ow. Oh. We have been saved. Good old harpoon. Okay, that's pretty epic. Aside from the widespread death and destruction that probably just caused. Oh boy. The whole place is kind of falling apart. Is this Bone Bottom? No, maybe? It's far away from the Citadel for sure. Alright, we have void tendrils. Snared silk. Entrap her with the soul snare. Yeah, that's what we did. That was pretty easy. That's the third ending, I get. Yeah, third ending. Okay, good. Act 3 is done? I wish Unknown Man was here so he could tell me what the heck I did wrong, because that was an extra ending, which is great. But I haven't entered Act 3 yet. I haven't gone into any new zones, fought any new bosses. I literally just ran around, talked to some people, and then boom, new ending. Like, what do I do from here now? Because, like, the trap is set. It'll go back to, like, before I beat the boss, so the trap will still be set. But, what do I do to get the other endings? Where else can I go? I didn't get any new abilities or anything like that. So, I'm not sure. I thought it was going to be a lot more linear once we got to the point that we were, like, going to talk to that guy. But as of now, I mean, we obliterated that boss, because, I mean, if you can do it while cursed and using a moveset that you're not familiar with, then going back and doing it again with a moveset that you're familiar with and healing, it's just a walk in the park. You know, it's like, it's so easy at that point. Game completion. Time 47 hours. Woo, I guess. What do we do now? I don't even know. Oh, this is different though. Yeah, it seems like each time I get an ending, the menu screen changes slightly. Because this used to be covered in, like, silk, and now it's covered in void tendrils. So that's good. But it definitely seems like... Ah. I guess we are in Act 3. Alright then. Did we just condemn the world to darkness and death? Is that what we did? Wait, so Act 3 is post beating the game? It's not like, oh, you do more things before beating the game and then you get these other endings. No, it's like literally that ending was the start of, yep, there it is. Act 3. Abyss. Okay, good. Great. This is gonna be good. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better start to Act 3 because I was so confused for a second there. I was like, what is happening? But it makes so much sense now. Everything worked out. Oh, of course we're back to 1 health, sitting by a broken cage. That's how most things start in this game. New objective. We everything, all our stuff got reset for a second. What's our objective? After the fall, discover the fate of Farloom. I would like to. Oh, there's no more like mist down here. Okay, we still have all our movement abilities. Alright then. This, you know, when Unknown Man was saying that Act 3 is kind of horror themed, I didn't expect this. Definitely seems like it'll be... Oh, we're not doing too well. We haven't had these issues since the start of the game, actually. I guess back then we kind of lost all our strength because of the injuries. And I guess here we've also done that. We're kind of drained from the fall there. We need a bench. Oh, hey, someone brought the light back up here and rebuilt it. So, I get the distinct feeling that we shouldn't have done that. That we have, made a mistake in doing the whole, Do you break eventually? No. It was doing a big puff of smoke, so I thought maybe something would change if I just kept hitting it. But I don't think so. Oh, hi. There's a thing there. Is that always there? I see this. Man, it's rough. Ow. Why did you jump that high? It's rough to not have any of our, you know, important charms and stuff. Oh, that did break. Didn't look like it was gonna break at first because it, you know, didn't break. But oh no, and I don't have any good moveset. I have the diagonals. Where's a bench? Why do they have me stuck using stuff that I haven't used since like exactly the start of the game? That is gonna be very rough. Well, at least we're full health this time. Yeah, I wanted to check what was in here. Nothing, evidently. Okay. Okay, and we have Silk. Yeah, we're like infinitely better off this time. Even though we have the diagonal pogos. Oh, but I still got it. Never mind. I don't got it when it comes to flying enemies. Did they just corrupt part of my Silk? They can do that? Oh, great. One of you. Ow. Ow, you what, mate? Okay. Those two are like two of my least favorite of those enemies already, and they give them special extra abilities. That's just great. I just want my regular stuff back, my guy. Like, I'm decent with the diagonal occasionally, but it is not what like 90% of my muscle memory is dedicated to anymore. So it is throwing me off so bad to just have to make do with this. You know, maybe I should have just done the entire game with the default thing. I mean, if I knew that they would, you know, make me do stuff with it later, I probably would have stuck with it just so I didn't have to learn different muscle memory later. Oh, we have our slow heals again. Slow, small healing. Okay, we're going down here now, apparently. What's up here? Is there anything? Alright, then. Is that something? No. Everything looks kind of crumbly, and my brain keeps telling, like, obviously there's secret pathways over there. Ow, okay. Not enough silk. And here we go, dying again. This is probably gonna break. Yeah. We don't seem to be doing so swell. Yeah, we're not doing that great right now, I don't think. Oh, music. But of course. Hey, Sherma. Glad to see you're doing fine. Oi, Red Maiden. 'Tis a prayer answered to see you safely wake. Little Sherma, what has happened here? To our safe haven, our home. This is what's left of it after the great breaking began. There was that terrible noise from above. Everything shook and fell apart, and the black threads sprung up from beneath. Many a poor pilgrim has already been lost to the destruction. You might have been too, if not for some fleeing pilgrims who found you fallen and carried you back to us. The black threads, I may understand their source. I must speak with the old caretaker. Do you know what has become of him? I see he's left you his garb. Oh yes, he charged me with looking after those remaining here. He said he had to confer with his family down below. Down below? Then they have slunk away to hide in their ruined chapel. I must pay them a visit. Thank you, Sherma. Stay safe, and take care of your fellow pilgrims. So you're telling me, you are informing me that Act 3 is basically going backwards, back down from the Citadel. Because Act 1 was all about getting to the Citadel. And this seems very much the opposite. But back to old familiar grounds here. Aye. Oh, what new horror now besets us? Is this fresh punishment for our sins, or yet another test to prove our faith? It is neither, good bug. In this disaster you bear no blame. Hold close to your companions, and I will work swift to see this madness stilled. Alright. Do we still have our maps? We do. I see the Cogwork core is missing. Interesting. Fleetopia still seems to be there. At least as far as we know. That's where we need to go. I doubt any of the bellways are still usable. Let me actually test the elevator up here. Yep. Elevator not up here, as it were. Alright, back down, I say. Ow. Every time. This place looks fun. And of course, these things are still around. If anything could have been destroyed, why not the bells, people? Alright. Well, everything seems to be going hunky-dory so far. Well, good thing that's not our problem anymore. He's down there now. How exactly are you different? You seem okay. That looked different. Never mind. I don't know what he was gonna do, but evidently something freaky. Ow. Oh no, they corrupted him too. I didn't kill him. It is kind of hard to tell sometimes between the crits and the kills. Alright, Belvane. Probably not great stuff happening here. Let's sit down first. Oh. There is still an elevator that works. What happens when we try to go to the first shrine? Because, oh! Oh, it's still here! I thought it was under the rubble. But no, it's just behind the rubble. Okay. Good. Well, fast travel restored, I guess. Let's just go to each of the places and see if we can unlock the fast travel back there. I'm really surprised that the fast travel still works at all. I mean, with how much widespread destruction there is in this entire place, for any of the fast travel points to still be operational is kind of a miracle. Oh, and this entire corridor is just cut off on both ends now. Yep. Same with down. Alright, so we can still go here, it's just there's not much here left. It's good to enter each zone, just to, you know, get the lay of the land, see how each place is doing, and make sure that the fast travel still works to it. This place still looks about the same, at least on the map. You're different. What are you? Are you like an entirely new enemy? Oh no. Not the bell flingers. You've got a lot of health too. What the heck? Did the darkness ball hit the lightning thing and then absorb the lightning and come back towards me? Like, what the heck is that about? And I don't know, do I have to, like, re-explore every place that I've been? Because, yeah, the widespread destruction really gives... Ow. It gives a lot of reason to recheck everything else, because... What am I supposed to do there? Oh, I was supposed to grab onto the edge. There's like a wall there. Like here. Well, you seem to be about the same. Hmm. It is kind of crazy, all the stuff that's happened around here. Either way, let's get back to fast travel systems now. Because this place seems relatively untouched. Oh, you're back, I see. Why you always gotta hide up there? They literally just took the bell throwers and made them 10 times worse. If that was even possible. Which I didn't think it was. Alright. Let's, I guess I kind of, because there's only like a few places that this elevator can go, so I might as well check each one just to make sure that each one is still accessible to the rest of the zone. Like high halls, yep. That isn't blocked off. We were already at the first shrine. I think we went at the Grand Bellway, so we haven't checked this one yet. And then the Underworks, and then we'll go back to the Bellway and see if we can't fast travel from there. I don't know if we will be able to. Well, this looks plenty interconnected. You're not consumed by the darkness, so that's good. Not a fan of all the screaming. Yeah, and this place still seems connected, as it usually is. So, yeah. Grand Bellway. Let's see what happens. Because, yeah, I'm not sure if the Bellways will still work at all. You're looking a little different. Ah, one of them. Delightful. Bell eater. You eat bells? Okay, then. Okay, so I can hit your face. Basically either end, but the rest is armored. Oh, larger area to work with, I see. And bells coming down. Oh, and both sides come into play at once. Ow. Interesting. Hmm. Aha, lucky dice. Suck it, boss. Ow. Man, how are you supposed to get hits off on this thing when it's constantly, like, attacking? Oh, and of course that thing blows up right as I try to hit it. Because I think you can deflect those. Fairly certain, at least. Because at least when I'm hitting it sometimes, I'm able to, like, block those away from hitting me immediately. Yeah, because like that, you can't attack the one weak spot on it when it's doing that. So I guess you just need to wait for its, like, other attack? Is that the secret? Like that attack? Is that just the only weak spot it's got? Like when it's doing that, is it hittable in the face? I don't know. Oh gosh, and there are enemies all over the place. Come on. What hit me? Did I just run into it? I don't know. Very hard to tell. This... I don't know. I don't like bosses that have a lot of armor and that limit where you can hit it. Because that very much, like this thing, you can only hit it in places that it can attack you from. And that is very annoying. Especially there. It doesn't even have much, like, delay before it starts attacking. So it's hard to tell if it's going to be that attack or the regular hitting attack. At least this side is consistent with what it does. That always shoots like right into your face. Yeah, so you can kind of redirect them sometimes. That doesn't really help you. Come on. I just want to get hits in. It doesn't let me because it just shoots straight down into you. Maybe the point is that you're not always supposed to be getting hits in. Does that thing, like, aim for you? I swear it does. Because at first I thought it was kind of just firing randomly, but... I don't know. Come on. What? Why do those bounce so far? They don't normally bounce that far. Come on. So many of these bells causing us issues. Oh, we're so... How are we supposed to dodge that? You kind of just need to hope that it's the melee attack. If not, it just kind of instantly starts throwing projectiles in a wide radius around it. So the back half is kind of the only half that you can consistently attack, and even then, it sometimes just kind of shoots straight into your face when you're trying to hit it. Okay, you can hit it during that. I don't think it's recommended. But I was wanting to know if you were able to. Come on, why are you just staying up there like that? Yeah, I think you're just supposed to get attacks in where you can. And you're not supposed to be trying to find a consistent way to hit it. You're just supposed to be like getting one hit in. Ow. Like one hit in at a time. But I can't even do that. Ooh. Come on. Those bells are very hard to avoid when there's like 50 of them. Come on. Okay, sure. Those bouncy things, I'm not a fan of. Very hard to tell where they're gonna be exploding. It seems like they... Ow. Why was I not jumping? I was just locked at the bottom of the screen. It's very hard to tell where they're going to explode, because it seems like they have a variable timer. Because first of all, hitting them seems to make them blow up faster, and if they hit the other side of the boss, they blow up faster, and they seem to just be variable in general. Like, they want to blow up nearby to you, and that's just what they'll do sometimes, regardless of how long they've been on the field. And of course, if you run into them, they blow up instantaneously because, you know, screw me. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. Yeah, see? It isn't even, like, close to exploding, and then I go in to try to hit it away from me, and it just instantly explodes. Why did you do that? It's like not a difficult boss, it's just an incredibly long boss fight that every mistake does 2 damage to you, and you can't get many hits in. And every inch of the frickin' boss is armored. So costly mistakes plus not being able to get much healing makes for a very annoying boss fight. It seems to always shoot left and then right when it's on the ground. Of course, all the bells just go straight toward me. Yeah, don't try to hit them, or they'll just instantly explode on you. When they're going downwards, they're mostly just straight down. That's the problem with when they're going downwards. You can't really avoid them that way. Why do the bells try to box you in so much? Oh, of course. Not you. Why did you come out so delayed? Oh my gosh. I just needed the 1 hit before I was able to heal. But of course he decided to delay an extra like 2 seconds, so I wasn't able to hit him. Because yeah, you can only get like 1 or 2 hits and then you have to back up. This thing shoots pretty much straight down every time. Left, then right. Interesting. Ow. Less interesting. Oh, great. And we're completely boxed in. Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, I didn't need to get health anyway. You're just gonna shoot pretty much straight down. I don't like this boss at all. This is way too slow. Just all the armor and only being able to hit the parts that attack you are just, well, some of the parts that attack you. Technically, the entire body attacks you. It's just you can only attack the parts that shoot out ranged attacks. And that just makes it so artificially slow. Like, I can't hit it except, like, once every few seconds. You know, kind of makes me wonder why I'm using the fast, you know, weapon in the first place against this thing. When it's just gonna artificially make it so I can't attack it ever. Those are impossible to dodge, because you can't hit them once they're that far away from it. But they also just kind of wait until they're right on top of you to actually do anything. What am I supposed to do about that? Why can that hit me so high up in the air? Oh, great. I wouldn't have any issue with it if the front was just consistent, you know? But it's like half the time you can get attacks in, and the other half you just will take damage if you try. So you don't want to try to attack the front half because it's inconsistent, and you might just take damage, guaranteed, if you get the wrong RNG with it. Whereas the back half, sometimes you're able to actually get good RNG with it, but not when it's on the ceiling. Because when it's on the ceiling, it attacks straight down. Now, why can that hit us when we've already just hit it? This thing just has like a ton of health for some reason. Yeah, how am I supposed to dodge that? Why does it just shoot straight down at me? Can't do anything about it. I'm already at, like, the edge of the map. What am I supposed to do? Okay. That's just unfair. You can't block both of them with each other. Yeah, it seems like when they're on the ground, they're easier. Both of them are deadlier when they're above you than when they're below you. So maybe that's the strat. You just wait until they're on the ground. Just kind of try to survive until you're able to pogo them. But then you got situations like this. Ow. They kind of just block each other, so even when one is on the ground, it doesn't really matter. No, it's too late. What? Oh. Hi. I softened him up for you. Well, hopefully that thing is dead forever. Hi. How's it going? Why W and right? There's more of him. Alright then. Yeah. Not a great boss, I'd say. Not like, oh, up and right, that makes sense. Interesting. Yeah, I did not like that one. If it wasn't armored from the sides, then I think that I would have liked it a lot more. Okay, what were we doing? We were gonna try to use the bellway to go somewhere. It would be kind of dumb just to go straight to Bone Bottom, wouldn't it? I mean, I can try it. It seems like a bad idea, though, because this is, like, right next to the end goal. I kind of assume it's not going to let me do that so easily. Oh, this place is... it's seen better days. Well, that was one new boss that we encountered there. Apparently there's supposed to be several new bosses in, you know, Act 3. Hello. Cowards, here you hide even as you cause your own land's demise. You seem displeased, old one. We only did as you asked, yes? The snare is sprung, the creature consumed. You bound it to that void. Don't play daft. You should well know our family's fixations. Surely you had a hunch. How else could we hope to trap one of your pale kin, or see her consumed with such insatiable efficiency? Then you have miscalculated, gravely. The White Knight, she fell with the mother. Oh, the quakes, yes? We have felt their force even here, so the mother resists the dark to save the child. That is my guess. I must descend to the void below and see clear that truth for myself. Oh, how unfortunate. All of Farloom will fall to her flailing. So it may, but I will not watch idle while it crumbles. The groaning docks, beyond the caverns of bone. There I have seen a vessel, able to pass below, a heavy bell built for descent. I need only gain access, and an operator to assist. I will investigate the docks and uncover the means. You'd be the first in an age to dive so deep, old one. That space below remains long unseen, even to our family. For those depths, I am more prepared than most. I will reach the base of this land and know the truth of the new disaster we together have wrought. Alright, well. Understandable, I guess. So we need to go to the docks. The deep docks. Why does this town specifically have such ominous music? Like to the right, or no, to the left of the town there was nothing ominous. Yes, enter the town, all of a sudden the choir shows up and starts making some creepy music. Alright, all these guys seem to be the same. Just doing some investigating around the old zones to see if there really is anything. Well, you... Okay, you just do that. You don't seem that different. Alright, so the things here can also get infested with the void. So that's good, I guess. Oh, and they have more health if they're voidulated. That's interesting. There's a bench here. I wonder how the weave nests are doing. Okay, so we're going over there to the vendor. Should we just try the bellway? Because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot different so far. I was going just manually to see if there was anything new along the way, but it looks like other than some darkness-infested enemies, most stuff is about the same. So let's jump over to the deep docks real quick. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta go down and then right, and then continue right to get to these people. Forge daughter, these black quakes are that now rack your lands. I am seeking to see them quelled at the source below the lakes of flame. You wish to descend so deep, pointy bug? It is true these docks possessed a craft capable. Alas, we ourselves cannot help, whether Farloom's health or fall. Our charge ties us to this forge always. Ballo, there's the bug to ask. And if our fate is as dire as your action suggests, we are sure he is only needing of some quick convincing. Is that you? Sir, I have need to head below the lakes of flame. There's a diving bell at the base of this structure that seemed fit for the task. I require it opened and an operator to send it deep. As one of the few upon these docks with mind still sound, that role must fall to you. Can't you see I'm busy, miss? Ain't got time for naught else while the shoveling needs doing. Choose to aid me now, or all your efforts will soon be wasted. This kingdom crumbles. Its collapse is inevitable. If you wish for your work and your life to continue, you must help me now. So it's gotten that bad, eh? I guess if that's how it is, I'll be your bug. Meet me below at the diving bell. We'll see if I can get you ready for the drop. I'm not sure what we expect exactly, because, I mean, if there's lava below us, would there not just be lava always below us? I mean, like, why would it be some lava and then clear? Last I checked, lava is fairly, you know, malleable and liquid, possibly. Oh, great. Upgraded versions of these losers. What? What is that? What are you? Cool. So what be this? Oh, it can shoot bigger projectiles too. It also gives no silk for some reason. It's no good. Okay. I was gonna say, what new abilities might you have? But evidently that answers it. Oh, great. How much more health do you have? Jeez, Okay, you don't have any extra health, though, so that's good. Or At least you take the same number of hits that you used to, but I guess I might have more weapon upgrades since last time. Alright, bench. Darkness doesn't like that. Bell time. This portion of the game seems a lot more linear than the rest of the game, which I kind of like, you know. It's more of a curated experience than just explore and go wherever the heck you want. Which, you know, there was nothing wrong with that, but it's certainly nice to not be constantly worrying about what I might be missing and all that. Its door is shut tight by an ornate clamp. Yeah, where's the guy? You up here? I don't recognize this place. Hi. Oh, miss. How's all this then? A lot of dials to be tracking, but at least the controls seem in good order. From here I can guide your bell down, best as any bug. Then you've no prior experience with this type of transport? No one does, miss. Them's who used to dive are all long dead, or cursed to half-life. And there ain't no bug left alive's been brave or stupid enough to try, till now at least. I'll work it best as I can. Can't do much more, I'm afraid. At least the forgings of these docks were built to last. Now he's only gotta pray they hold for you. Here's the key that'll see you inside its metal belly. Pop in there once you're feeling good and ready. In the meantime, I'll get to seeing things set up here. Alright then. Let's just head on in. No reason not to. And it just explodes. Okay. Sir, I wish to depart. Please ready the bell for travel. Sure thing, miss. Sit on the bench and I'll send you down. Alright. Where is this gonna take us? Now we're getting to like the new zones. The rest was just kind of like old zones that were changed pretty significantly. But now it's like this, we've never been down here. Oh, that's not good. So are we on the other side somewhere? Stake or well retrievable. I think they were saying there was a mistake or this was a mistake and retrievement is impossible or something. Sir, if you can hear me, there's been an accident during the descent. In this broken state, the bell is unfit for travel. Retrieve it if you may, but I shall not return within. Estate or well retrievable. I don't have a map for here. Alright then, well, 'twas a one-way journey, evidently. I don't know about anyone else, but this place seems a lot more, you know, reminiscent of Hollow Knight 1 than Silksong. Maybe it's just the... Nope, yeah, that is literally Hollow Knight 1. Hi. We're in the abyss. the same abyss. Interesting. Which means that, I mean, in theory, Hornet was also born in the abyss, right? Maybe not exactly born in the abyss, but kind of born of the abyss. What are you? Oh my gosh, okay. Alright then. Because she was... Oh yeah, I guess she wouldn't have been born in the abyss. Because if I remember correctly, from the basic lore stuff that I learned about Hollow Knight 1, was that the Hollow Knight, or the Knight, not the Hollow Knight, because the Hollow Knight was the evil one, but both of them, actually, were born inside the abyss. A pairing of the Pale Lady, or whatever she was called, and the Pale King. And thus, they were then, you know, born and sent into the abyss as, like, a challenge to climb back out. And the Hollow Knight was the first one to do so. And the Knight, I think, was the second one to do so. And then Hornet was also a daughter of the Pale King, thus making her and the Knight siblings. But she was born to the leader of Deep Nest, evidently. So she's probably no stranger to the abyss, but certainly I don't think she was born in it like the Knight was. But it is a very interesting thing to have almost literally a location from Hollow Knight 1 popping up in Hollow Knight 2. It's kind of like, what are you? Oh. Okay. What the heck is that? The goop spreads real far. What is that? It's got a freaking missile silo. And how do you stop those things from doing that? Honestly, don't know. Alright, well, it's dead. And we kind of know its capabilities now, so that's very good to know. Well, that is unfortunate. Why does this kind of look like a weave nest technology up there? What's down here? Which way is the right way to go? Because there's this up here. Alright, what's down there? Death, got it. My reaction time was very subpar there. We don't get a lot of space to see what's happening. But we've seen this kind of parkour before. So we need a dash on that last one there. Ow, never mind. Huh. What does this do for me? An egg? Oh, wait, an arcane egg. As certainly from the first game. Blackstone egg formed before the birth of Farloom, a relic from the ancient past, highly prized by collectors of historical items. Okay, another question is, how long after the first game does this happen? I had the question from, actually, before Silksong came out, which was, what, like, ending canonically happened in Hollow Knight 1 that led to this outcome? And additionally, that it kind of goes hand in hand with the idea of what, like, how much time has passed in between the end of Hollow Knight 1 and the start of this. Because, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the names that Hornet gets called in this game weren't really ever mentioned in the first game, other than Hornet. But at the same time, she also was never called Old One in the first game. And it is very possible that a significant amount of time has passed. I'm not sure. She does, I mean, I don't know if... Well, I guess she would be about the same age as the knight, wouldn't she? Yeah. Maybe a little younger? Because if you think about the events in order by how I understand them, then it would have gone... The infection starts in Hollow Knight 1, and then the king seeks to find a vessel to contain the infection, thus has all the knights and the Hollow Knight in order to have them contain it. So that means that the knight would be made first, and then after that, possibly, then the dreamers are required, and thus Hornet would be born from the Weaver lady in Deep Nest. So by that logic, Hornet would be slightly younger than the knight, but it could also be that the whole plan included the dreamers from the start, and thus maybe the whole plan with the dreamers got set up prior to the knights actually being born. I don't know. I don't know what order that would actually go in, but even so, it's like, I just don't know how long ago all that was at this point. And, you know, I wasn't thinking about it much, given that, you know, it's just a funny bug game, you know? But the second we're here in a literal zone from the first game, it's like, it really makes you think a bit more than I was before. Okay, and this sends it out back to the start. So that was all just for the egg, I suppose. This doesn't look good. Oh, I was right. Weaver technology. That is most certainly a Weaver teleporter thing. These guys are definitely from the first game. You know, I wonder if they did it on purpose, that the void looks like ferrofluid. I mean, you see all the little spikes dancing around, and especially on these little vine things here, you see the spikes like form and then go back in. It looks very much like ferrofluid, if that was even the name. I think it is. Ferro, meaning like ferrous, like iron, and fluid, meaning it's like iron suspended in a fluid, which is basically what it is. I don't know. A rune depicting the abyss. Take the map? Ah, of course. Abyss map. That's good, I guess. Ah, well, we're almost to where we're trying to go. I guess there was a way back there. Place is harder to traverse when they've taken out every other platform. But, you know, that's fine. We have movement abilities for a reason. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you there. Don't have much health, though. Which is kind of unfortunate. Because I was hoping I could get more health back from you. Ooh, that is a big jump. And my person insists on jumping very much far away. Hi. Erase our fear, eliminate our desire. To suffer no more, void, cleanse us. Yeah, I get it. Interesting, okay. Ooh. Well, let's get back to that bench, shall we? Okay, I hit the little thing up top there. Nope. Alright. And of course all those do 2 damage, so we were 1 shot from dead there. Which would have sucked. You know, not the end of the world, but it would have sucked. Here you lie, monarch, sunk so deep, yet still you cling to life. Would you let your lands be choked black to protect just her? Hi. Spider dear, what a delight to have you visit. It is oh so lonely here at the bottom of the world. I cannot share your mirth, child. Your small rebellion above now causes the kingdom's collapse. Letting you live was my rebellion, Spider. I've denied my mother your silken strength. I've won. She can thrash and waste, and know her pathetic broken child caused the mortal wound. Rejoice, and let it all come down. I will not. I've already stood the sentinel for one dying land. That role I will never play again. While I live and possess the strength to resist, this kingdom and the bugs within it shall not fall. Spider, Spider, what a marvelous specimen you are. You fight and fight, heedless as the world crumbles around you. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you'll be vainly swinging your blade. There may still be a way to prevent that fate. I will claim the hidden power, the bloom that repels the dark. Those snails share some fault in the snare, and their callous use of the void. They shall help me now to seek its counter. I will return, child, when I bear the strength to dive below and cut this land finally free from your mother's grasp. So, I'm done here? I now just leave? I wonder if they fixed the bell by now. I would think not. But I don't know what else to do. I said that I would return, so I guess that means I'm leaving. Okay, we can't go up that. We can't really go up anywhere, can we? What's what is one to do? Smack the nope, that didn't work. Yeah, that was kind of my best guess. Ow. Because, you know, apparently I need to consult with... Why'd you not do it? Oh, it's because it absorbed my silk. So I couldn't do that. Once again, another issue with making it so the harpoon costs silk to use. It's very inconsistent, a move. So is this a way up, perhaps? Okay, maybe we need to go across this somehow. Aha, yes. Give me your silk. Thank you. Alright, how do we get up there exactly? Oh, over there, okay. Now this definitely reminds me having to crawl my way out of the abyss. Ugh. Okay. We're fine. Kinda. Maybe. Okay. We're not fine. We're so far from fine. That's a lot of spikes up there. Oh, you just keep going, don't you? That almost caught me off guard. Only almost, though. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. What is that? Is that a thing? It is a thing. Not really a very useful thing. Just shell shards, but... Maybe I can get up to max. Oh. Apparently we have more than 700 max. I guess I haven't been up at max shell shards since we did the final flea thing. Because apparently now it's like 800 that we can have. Okay. Missed it by that much. So then we gotta go back up here. Back over to here. There we go. I think this is where we're supposed to be, right? No, this is the same place we were at. Oh, hi. How do I handle you guys? Interesting attack pattern. Yeah, because we can go up here. Then we can go up here. Okay, then. We just had to use every parkour ability that they gave us to get to that next orb. Alright, a weave nest way down. Absalom. Interesting place. What's down here? Probably nothing good, given the, you know, creepy whispering. And of course we're going to go every direction other than towards the whispering, because I assume the whispering is the way forward. A rune scroll depicting void given form. Okay. I guess that taught us something about something. We still have all of these to look at. I haven't, what the heck was that? Oh, the wisps, right. I still haven't gone through and, like, actually looked at the description of any of these. Which I should. I probably will at the end, once we've found them all. Oh, hi. Oh, these are all the bosses. Oh, void mass. Okay. Bell Eater. Long dormant centipede awoken and enraged by Farlam's crumbling collapse. Monster in the classic form of tales from youth. Its slaying was done as much by my fierce traveling companion as much as myself. Okay. Well, I don't know what this thing gave us. It seemed to write something in the journal, but I didn't see anything new in there, so. Well, what's going on down here? Is this just, like, in case you fall, there's a way back up? But then why would they... What? Why would you put a hole in the ground as a way to get back up from you falling into the hole in the ground that you put there as a way back up in case someone fell into the hole in the... You know, you see how this just keeps going. I've got a bad feeling about this, so we're just gonna be full health. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours and reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Can do. First silk ability that we've gotten in quite a long time. Oh, silk soar. The needle upwards and launch to tremendous heights. Silk will be expended to strike enemies to replenish silk. Yeah, you don't say. Why is it down in Q to do that? Oh, we need to just hold it. Interesting. Okay. So that's why these things are here. So you have a place that you know you need to... I guess we just go do that again. That's a cool skill. I'm glad I have that now. Which I guess this allows us to now get out of the abyss. Although probably won't help us that much when it comes to the whole, you know, broken bell thing. Hi. We're just gonna ignore them and carry on our merry way. Yeah, that looks pretty well explored. Now here. Do the thing. That's a long ways up. Oh my goodness. Hi. It doesn't really seem to have a recourse out, or if you're on top of it. But it definitely has one if you're anywhere near any other side of it. Do this again. Way up here. I wonder if you can cancel that early. Probably can, right? What? I don't like these things at all. Mainly because of the spit ability. I don't know how to counter that. It seems... What? Okay. And we can't do anything because it gives us no silk. Okay, good. Yeah, it seems like possibly there's a safe zone right under its head when it does the shoot attack, but I can't be sure of that just yet. But that seems to be like the only good opening, because the only other thing you could possibly do is either jump over it before it starts, or just run away by like 10 miles, because that thing has a really long range on it. And that's not always feasible with where they put them. Yeah, but then that opening is closed. Where are you supposed to stand? That opening is closed! Where are you supposed to stand? Are you just supposed to not go anywhere near the front of them? Because there is an opening right underneath its head, right as it's like shooting, but that opening closes right after that attack is done, because its head goes back to its normal position, and then you're just screwed. So, where are you supposed to stand for that attack? Every other attack makes some amount of sense as to like what you're supposed to do about it, but that one is just like, do you just run away? Do you just leave the entire situation? I don't know. I guess. Because there doesn't seem to be any other feasible way of dealing with that. You're supposed to stay above it the entire... No, because look at that. Even when you're kind of above it, it's still... And then that. And then that. It's just not feasible to fight in any capacity. I knew I didn't like those guys for a reason. Yeah, and look at that. That's just BS. And of course then it summons two of these losers. Which are also kind of hard to dodge. Yeah, so I do not... I'm gonna be quite happy that we're away from those things. They certainly make the Abyss a lot less fun to be in. But, you know, aside from those things, you know, lovely vacation spot it is. Alright, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Ah. Once again, I don't know how we're, like, underneath lava. And this is just working. But... Alright. Well, once again, the float kind of eats the downward attack input, so can't really do both simultaneously. Which is weird, because you would think that the attack would overpower the float input. Like, just logically, attacking seems to be a bit more of a vital thing to be able to do than floating. But apparently not. So where does this go? Seems to just be going back down. Yes, hello. In silence your voice, in darkness your form. We higher who see you seeking, our shells yearn for your embrace. Alright. I don't know who that is. Oh no, not you again. Anyone but you. Yeah, I guess that's just another way down. I don't know why I need another way down. Rather than... I could probably use another way up, if anything. Or another bench. Alright, this again. This time we go up instead of down. Okay, and these you can't do anything about. Unfortunate. Because, yeah, you go in here, you get hurt by this guy, and you go over here, get across this, and it was this way. I guess this is where we're supposed to be going, which I kind of assumed, hence why I checked out the other way first. Another bench. Good. Exactly what we needed. Huh, that helps. Haven't had one of these in a while. Okay, I don't like any of that. Ow, okay, where are you sending? Oh, really? All the way back here with no healing? Just cruel and unusual, and you know it. What? Come on. Your delay on your jump. Okay. Why do they have to send me all the way back here every time? Why is there not like a single inch of land to stand on anywhere? Really? 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 That's how we're gonna be doing it, huh? I guess back to the bench. Wherever the bench was. Like down here? Somewhere? There we go. Think you can pogo off these? Well, the world will never know. You can, okay. Makes life a little easier. Oh, come on. Why do you, like, stop the momentum upwards immediately when I need the momentum upwards? But then when I need to stop the momentum upwards so I don't hit spikes, the game is all of a sudden like, nah, you were going upwards pretty fast. Obviously that has momentum. Even though it never does in any other situation. Like here, I stopped pressing it. It's just immediately, all the momentum I was going up with is just annihilated. It's taken out like it has information on the Clintons. Like, I don't even know why it does that. It's so annoying. And we once again have no healing, so... You know, we might as well go back to the bench and use the Architect Crest for the infinite health. Like, obviously this is being a significant amount of BS, and so it's probably one of the only places warranting using that crest. Because, you know, you gotta use this thing for the infinite health. I forget how we're supposed to use this, but... I know you'd use this. Is it bind? How do you up bind? Up E Q some other taunt. Play music. How do you use this crest? I've never used it before. Up and F. Okay. Crafting bind. Do I need silk in order to craft? Is that what it's telling me here? Where am I gonna get silk from? I guess down here. The only place that there's actually enemies. Whereas this thing is very... Oh gosh, and I have to use that moveset. I forgot. Oh no, we're so dead. What kind of a pogo is that? That is like the worst pogo I have seen in my entire life. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck here. We're gonna die here. This is it. This is the end. There's nothing silk positive about this place. Especially with this pogo. How are you supposed... It's so short. It's like diagonal, so it's the worst of the other one, but at least the other one had like significant length to it. Very significant reach. This is like the tiniest little sliver of distance that you get. Oh my gosh. These guys are certainly not silk positive. Not in any way, shape, or form. They're just death positive. Where are we gonna get silk from? And why do we need silk to craft things? Oh great, we can't even... Silk from? Where do you get silk down here with this crest? I guess I don't even need to use this crest. I could get silk on another crest and then come back. Possibly. Because I don't think the silk resets between crests. So we use the good crest to go down and collect silk, hopefully. And then... Ow. And then we'll be able to come back up, hopefully, again. Why am I over here? How did I get over here? Seriously, how did I get here? Why am I not where I was before? Did I jump off the wrong side of the... Right, I think I had to go this way. Well, we're already low... Ow. Low health. So we need to use our silk. But if we can just go find our cocoon wherever the heck that's lying now. Which of course we can't. Why did you not float? You never float when I want you to float. Gosh. Where was our cocoon? There. Now we just need to survive the way back to the bench so we can put on the architect crest, and then we can actually do the parkour where it gives us 0 silk. Oh look, silk. Good. Okay. We're back. Finally. Okay, never mind. We're not back yet. Now we're back. Okay. Change the crest over to this. Then we can do... No, not that. I don't use the tools enough to remember what button they are. And then up F. And then spam this more. There we go. Okay, I don't think we can sit at the bench, though. I think we just need to continue. But now we have infinite health, so... You know what? Worth it. No, not worth it. We don't have pogos. Wait. Wait, but we can't... We don't have pogos. Oh, no, I did not calculate this correctly. I was just thinking about the health. I didn't realize that we'd be stuck with that. That is horrible. I guess we just need to hope we don't need to pogo for this entire place, which technically I don't think we do. It helps, for sure. But I don't think it's... Oh gosh, I don't think it's necessary. Okay, we want to stand here, so that's our checkpoint. Oh wait, we don't have any of our things either. I guess that's fine. Oh god. We're fine, we have infinite health, thus infinite tries at this. What do you mean? Why? Okay, this is a wall, evidently. Good. Okay, that's messed up. We're fine. Okay. Things are exploding. How am I supposed to get up this? I'm supposed to pogo. It doesn't know that I can't do that. Oh. I mean, I suppose the infinite health is worth the, you know, pogo inability. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to go? I guess I was supposed to jump off the spikes there to get up to the next area. Okay. Infinite health though, so we're fine no matter how long this takes. And the lava keeps rising. Where am I supposed to go? Oh gosh, this is gonna be... Wait, it doesn't even give me enough time to heal. We don't have infinite health. We have less than infinite health. I have exactly not that. Oh, come on. Why don't you just hit that thing correctly? Come on. Why am I not regen? It's the hive health. It can only regenerate 1 health. It's so not worth it. Okay. We're going back to our regular. We're just gonna have severely limited healing, I guess. We just need to do it all in one go, which will be a lot more possible. Never mind. We don't have good pogos, apparently, because we just pogoed through the ground and still hit the spikes. I don't know how that happens. Come on, why does that have such a weird thing? Like, you just instantly... Just like... Because I'm gonna let go of it the second we hit the lava thing there. It's just instant. Not a single second of carried momentum, except for when there's spikes above you, and it wants you to get hit by them. So it gives you magical momentum at that point, so that you can get hit by it. You what? Alright, we're gonna heal here because it's the only chance we're ever gonna get to heal. Okay, and these reset each time as well. Oh, come on. No, what are you doing? Come on. No, what? Why? Why? No, why don't I have more? Why does it stop me there? They just don't give me enough. Okay, screw me. I do not like this sequence. This is way too much with way too little silk. Like, if they had more of those silk spools around, then it would be fine. Or more likely if they had enemies around that actually respawned and you weren't on a time crunch while you were at the enemies, then you could actually get the silk back and thus have health for it. But it's basically you just don't have any checkpoints in here. Come on. Alright, back to the bench. So we're not really going to get any healing in here. So we can't be going in with less than full health. Now the issue with these is that now if I ever have to harpoon, I'm not gonna have enough to heal. Okay. Okay. I guess we were close. Okay. Why do they put that thing there? You don't really have any time to heal at the start of this. I guess they just never expected people to have enough silk to do that with how the sequence is set up. Okay, come on. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, we're just dead. Thank you. Time to restart. All the way from the beginning. Nope, back to the bench. We're not doing this with less than full health. We just can't. I pressed down attack. Why do you not listen to my inputs? Why is there ground there? Why is that ground? Should not be ground. I need to test this out now, because that was literally ground. Huh? You want to run that by me again? What? That is so confusing. Why is that ground? Why is there a ledge there? I can just stand on the spikes right here. Okay. Well, at least we're still at the bench. Maybe we just shouldn't go stand on the ground past the bench ever. Just start from here every time and then we'll never die. Well, at least for the first half of the parkour. The second half, there's ground you kind of need to stand on. Oh, come on, why do you do that to me? You just have me hit that ledge there for no reason. Why does that have no momentum? Oh, and it still puts us here. Okay. Why does it have no momentum? Like, why? I don't even think a mod could fix that, because that's like something wrong with the physics engine. Because that's not how reality works. That's not how anything works. I've never seen something where you're going up, and then all of a sudden you just somehow will yourself to be stopped in place. It's like somehow I'm using some sort of magical force to cease all upward momentum for some unknown reason. When it's not how anything works. It's not at all accurate to any form of physics. That hits you so freaking fast. Okay, back up here. Oh, come on. Where am I going? I need to go all the way over here. Oh my gosh. Why did you not jump at all? Why? Why were you just sitting there? Very convenient that the lava's going up quicker right when I am, and it stops right where I did. Not a fan of that whole sequence. That was, oh boy. It was just too much all in a row. If they had given me more like checkpoints, I might have enjoyed it, but for you to like be sent all the way back down into the depths of hell every time you make a mistake, it's like I'm not a fan of that. I like more forgiving parkours. Especially because it was all timed. Alright, well we can get rid of this now. So now we're supposed to be going back there? Okay. Uh. I see everyone isn't all abyss covered right now, so that's good, I guess. I don't know why that would be. I would think, if anything, more of the abyss would be slipping out right now. Where are we going? This way. Sit down, and then... Oh, we should probably talk to the guys. Oh. Guy's not here. Well, well, still alive. You proved yourself made of the hardiest stuff. Ballo did tell, shamefully, of complications with your diving bell, and of your absence upon its retrieval. He had feared you lost to the flame, but we ourselves had slight guessed otherwise. To return from below proved as difficult a climb as ever I have faced, and yet, in time near, I will need to descend again. Then twice mad you are, Bug, or brave beyond measure. We still wish on your continued survival, even if you seem intent on ending it. Alright. Stay safe, Forge Daughter. If I require your aid, I shall return. Our wishes go with you, Pointy Bug. Calm the raging of our world, that our task may continue. Alright, well, I think we should go back down to the bell, I guess? Maybe? We can do that later, I suppose. Because I don't know, I want the guy to know that we need to get the bell back into working order. But I guess we can just tell him when we get there later with whatever thing we're supposed to be getting. Okay, back to Bone Bottom. It is good to be out of that parkour, because we were there for some time. I was not a fan after, you know, the first hour of doing that. Why? Oh, hi. Not a fan of those guys either. Take a lot of hits to kill. And I mean, if you have any money, then they throw that all over the ground. Which, luckily, right now, we are dirt poor, so I guess that's a good thing. I think we need to go down here. I need things. Oh ho, back from the depths with nary a scratch. Is it as you feared? It is, and worse. Your snare has sunk the monarch deep, deeper than I can safely descend. To cut Farloom free, I must plunge below the surface of that lake of liquid nothing. No shell survives submersion in that void, old one, not even yours. Not without aid, certainly, though aid may exist. The flower that resists the dark, do you know of it? The Everbloom? We've heard the tale, but had thought it a myth. If ever it sprouted in our lands, we would surely have known. I would not seek it in these lands. I need its power full, and it is too fragile to sustain here long. I would seek it in my memory. Ho ho ho! So you'd have us wretch open your soul to retrieve the fabled bloom. Can such a thing be done? For another bug, no, but I am weaver enough to attempt it. In the distant past, I knew the flower. My thread still holds its faint memory. If the other Everbloom was grasped strongly enough within my silk, it could be made to manifest. Ah, so you're asking another spell of us. To reveal the flower clear, but to illuminate one of your kind's old memories so acutely. This is no easy thing even for us. Old one, you must give us a moment to confer. We could do it. The spell can be cast with enough power, enormous power, equal maybe to that monarch. I cannot grant you mine, if it even were enough. My strength is still needed to face her below. Where else do you propose we seek a source? From Farloom. Remember, ours is a kingdom of wishes granted. Farloom was not born of that monarch, old one. Power existed in these lands even before she bound them beneath her. Seek the old hearts of our kingdom and the last successors to bear their strength. They're still out there, hidden away, much faded by the Pale One's long dominion. You must make them stir. We will teach you how, in the way befitting a weaver, a somber song to reach down into their memories and enliven them a final time. Alright, good. I don't know where we're gonna use that, but draw out memories of Harloom's forgotten past. Yeah, where would we even use that on? The hearts you seek, we can share their locations as best we know. Well, that would be helpful. 3 will be needed to construct our spell and draw a clear memory of the flower from your silk. Bring us the hearts, old one. Make 'em beat, fierce and final. See for yourself the forgotten strength of this land of bugs before we burn those memories in its saving. Okay, well, where are they? This task before you. This is mortal power, you would claim. The heart of bugs will cost their last strength to save this land. Even we have some hesitation in this. Despite our desire to touch their power, we'd never wish to see it expended so utterly. Better to leave your land weak and wonder if it means your shells and those of your fellows stay intact. Okay, where... Apparently I can sit down. Where be the things? Through their march, at the far border of these lowlands, seek the last queen of the ant hunters. We can sense her still, just. In youth, her voice united the wild tribes, gave them the strength to resist the Pale Monarch's will, longer than most at least. Okay, first we go to the Hunter's March. Been a while since we've been there. Yeah, so we could just move along. I think just going would be the best way instead of using the thing. Hi. Hate those guys. Oh no, we don't need to be up here. We need to be in here first. Then up here. Interesting. I don't know what happened with that guy, but we're just gonna ignore it probably. But, you know, luckily, now all the shortcuts that we got... Hi. Where did you come from? But all the shortcuts we got way back in the game is actually helping us now. Okay, there is a bench here. We'll sit there first. Yeah, you may be powered by the abyss, but spikes will still end you. It makes sense. Alright. Okay, bye. I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, hi. Yeah, we're not gonna deal with you. I just want the bench. Real quick. Are you guys still doing shooting things? Nope. Very much no. I guess there's nothing else in here. Alright. Sure. I wonder where they went, though. Ow, okay. Never did like those ants. Though I'm really not looking forward to the improved version of the other ants. You know the ones. The sucky ones. And I don't think we can pogo off any spikes in here because they're all biological spikes. Man, but it's gonna be so much easier doing all the parkour with this instead of the diagonal, because honestly, I haven't even traversed this place since I got Wanderer. I don't think. Now, where would she even be? Oh, the statue. Right. Yeah, these guys. These are the ones that I do not like. How? What does destroying all these do for me, I wonder? I know it said break like 7 more to learn something new in the journal. But I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does for me. Well, I see their traps are all still in place. Good for them, I guess. I wonder if the bench would still be trapped if we never disarmed it. Probably, right? Oh. Goop fight. Oh, come on. Can't even heal yet. There we go. Not that I think it'll help much. What? Why did my thing go that far? My dash shouldn't have gone that far. Man, they just had to bring back my least favorite enemies from the early game and upgrade them all. It's like the in-game equivalent of, you know that meme where it's like the Facebook thing where it's bringing up like memories from older things, and it keeps showing like a bunch of pictures from like the guy's car crash or something, and it's like, let's look back at all the good memories from last year. Remember this? And it like keeps going through all the freaking bad memories for him. It's a great meme. But that's kind of what this whole situation is about. It's like, remember these enemies that you hated? Well, now they get a fresh new coat of paint. And even more double damage. Because yeah, all the guys in here except for, the one little throwing guy are all like my least favorite. Maybe I can just run through. No. I can just break out. It's interesting that the darkness only seizes them after you've hit them. It's almost like it's a defensive measure. Ow. So I can stop them from going dark if I don't hit them. Except for this guy out here. He's just always dark. Okay. Full silk. Everything's good. Wait, that guy went dark without being hit. That breaks from the mold a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, and they went as well. You are very annoying, good sir. Just staying exactly outside of range. Like a loser. Okay. No thank you. We're going the easier way. I'm not dealing with any more of those guys than we have to. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna check. Okay. The trap is still disarmed. I was worried, because we haven't been here in a while, that somebody might have come and reset the trap. Hi. Didn't seem to want to work. Idea. Oh wait, I have another idea as well. I don't think the statue is her, but the statue is pointing toward her. Yes. Alright. New places in Hunter's March. Which is kind of crazy. Oh, you're a ring. Okay. You what? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Those guys are so easy when they don't have the darkness in them. You what? Okay, I guess this one we're not supposed to wait for it to bend. Because we need the height more than anything. Okay. What's back the other way? Is it literally just silk? Why would I need that? thought there was like another way to go. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Who the heck set this up? Alright, now we're in the far fields, I guess. Is this a part of the far fields we've been in? No. Why is there just a bigger one of these? It still gives silk, so... Yeah, I don't think these things actually do anything good for us. Even those things can be taken over by darkness. What's this? Pale rosary necklace. Okay. Useful. If there's even anything in Act 3 to spend rosaries on, I'm not sure. Okay, so there's more traps around, and they're hidden in grass, so that's no good. That works. Oh, hi. Oh, what a shock. Discovered again so easily, like a hapless little hatchling. If you're going to make sport of tracking me, I'll have to redouble my efforts at camouflage. Oh, are you observing them too, Hunter? The red shells are plentiful here, stalking these vast grassy plains and the last of its bony beasts. Compared to the caves below, this lush growth feels even greater. Have we crawled close to the source of their sustenance? I must discover its secret. I will, by my father's wish and for hope that our dying lands might find some means to endure. Just be careful, young one, I urge you. Here you've reached the ant's heart domain. There may be discoveries worth making, but a single mistake will see your shell's sharp end. Not too much trouble. I'd like some kind of a bench, maybe? One of these. And one of those, apparently. Alright, well there's another one of those gone. Oh gosh, and you're just never gonna let me hit anymore, are you? Because I need silk, but your kind are not really the silk positive kind, are you? Well, we got a little bit of health back. There we are, more silk. Where are we now? We don't know. Okay, good. Well, this looks important. And that's where the boss is. What was up here? Because there was a thing here. Oh, bench. Perfect. I was gonna say, I'm not going into the boss until I get some sort of a checkpoint. And there it was. Hello. Pale beast, bringing ruin. We had sensed it. You writing harsh our final fate. If power you come seeking, mine is fated, mortal, time taken. Great one, I come not to see you as you are. Rather, I would have you recall what you were before the pale monarch, when once your heart beat bright and brave. That beating heart I would take, though know my intent is worthy. I seek it only to save these lands, to break them free from this fatal sickness born of thread and void. If you may, beast, if you can, mine once was power wild and proud. So is this, am I gonna have to go back and do a boss fight of them at their prime or something? Because that would be very difficult. I'm fairly certain. Alright, dream boss, I think. It's a lot of ant guys. Garama, indeed. Oh no. Where did you come from? What are you? Have you seen these guys before? I don't think I have. They seem like a beefed up version of the other air guys. Which means I like them about as little as I like those guys. Maybe even less. Alright, Scar Singer Carmelita. What is that? She can turn herself into a blade. That is kind of crazy. Ow. Did that just do 2 damage? Was I that low health? Please don't tell me it takes a long time to get back into there. I have to do the whole thing, don't I? I do. This game's Dream Nail takes a lot longer to cast. And then so I need to wake up from that and then do the song, which takes another like 10 seconds, and then wake up from that and then parkour my way back up here. That is going to be a long process to get back to each boss fight. And I'm betting I need to fight all of those guards each time as well, which is going to suck. Because now these bozos are in here. Yeah, luckily, I mean, they have a lot more health than the other flying guys, but not that much. So... well, that's a new attack. Okay. Okay, so if she's just landing like that, then she's gonna do one of them. I don't know what you do with that one. I think you need to like wait and try to jump in the middle. Oh, she does double of that now. Oh, that's new. That's very new and very damaging. Do you ever stop? Like, is that just a, like an infinite combo attack? Where do those spines even come from? Come on, if I'd gotten away, I could have healed. But no. Now we need to spam A and D. Then we get up, and then down thing until we get covered by mowed grass. And then spam A and D again until we get up a second time. There we go. Now I have to challenge and absolutely gank the little guy that spawns right here. We're not exactly ready for this, I don't think. Definitely didn't have as much healing as I would have liked to fight these guys. Although their attacks are very monodirectional, you know? But, you know, while you're chasing one, the other one is doing all sorts of BS. Alright, spam Andy. Then down and thing until you get covered by mowed grass. Takes a while. Then spam Andy again. Until you eventually get up. There we go. It's a long process just to get back to the boss. I do not like that. Like, out of all the things that are irritating in Souls-like games is when there's an annoying amount of, like, animations and run back to the boss. It's like, I appreciate a boss that has a cinematic entrance, but, like, keep that with the first time you meet the boss, you know? Don't have that, like, seep into every subsequent attempt. Because otherwise you just end up with a lot of time wasted in between each run. You guys are very annoying. They just run away. I mean, just like every other frickin' aerial character in this game, half of all they do is just run away and wait to get cheap shots on you. Which is just not very, you know, befitting of a warrior. Just saying. You're just gonna spam that? Okay, why? I didn't really want to float there. I wanted to land and then jump, but okay. A and D, do the thing for 10 seconds or so. And lots of A and D. There we go. You know, if she just stood up on her own, which, I don't know, to be fair, she might. I've never tried just sitting there long enough. But if she just got up on her own, it wouldn't be so bad. But she doesn't, I don't think, if it goes by Hollow Knight rules. Because in Hollow Knight, if you didn't press buttons, you would just kind of sit there. And it's like, bro, why are you just lazing about? We have a boss to get back to. I heard there was more weapon upgrades in Act 3. I kind of hope that I find those soon. I feel a little underpowered compared to some of the enemies we're fighting. Or at least that some enemies should be easier than they are currently. Like these guys taking 5 million hits to take out. Alright, but at least we're at full health. I don't know how to dodge that, other than, I don't know, just getting a lot of distance, I guess. What? Oh my gosh. Well, back to A&D, our favorite game. Wait, no, I guess we're gonna touch nothing and see how long it takes. Okay, she still gets up. So it's not Hollow Knight rules. That's good. Of course, I did still hit buttons, but this time I'm just gonna hands off the keyboard and see if she does anything. Or if she just kind of sits there for all eternity, like Hollow Knight does. No, she actually gets up. That's a surprise. That's good. Because yeah, having to spam buttons to just to have my character wake back up is always kind of a hassle. Especially when you have to do it 50 times to fight a boss. Not up E, just E. You see, that's why we don't use anything except the regular attack. Inputs are too confusing. How? You really like that attack, huh? Wow, you are mixing things up way too much. Why? I thought I had a pattern down, but I didn't. So why did they put a bench so close to here, but then make it so you don't even need the bench? It's like there's so many bosses that don't have any bench within like 10 square miles of them. And they like full kill you every time. And then this boss is just like, we'll put a bench like right next to it. And then we're gonna make it so it's a boss that doesn't even use the bench. Like, that's just kind of unfair to all the rest of the bosses that really could have used a bench. Alright, back at it again. Really? Dang, me not having any warding bell. Oh, come on. Okay. Saved by the luck bell thing. The dice. Wait, you have another thing to pull out here? Like what? What other moves can you pull out of this? I don't know. She just keeps having more and more phases, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is a tough one. I mean, at least there is a way to get away and heal, you know? Every boss should have some way that you can have an opening to heal. So it's a very good thing that this one isn't so hard to do that, but the difficulty is getting the Silk to be able to heal. Oh, and I guess the bench is probably nearby so you can actually, like, change your build, but once again, there's a lot of parts of the game where they don't let you change your build or, you know, have a bench anywhere to be able to do that, so still kind of weird placement for them to choose this place to require having a bench, whereas so many other places that need it so much more are empty. Why is that downward attack so freaking fast? I feel like I could be doing a lot more pogoing in this, you know? I feel like she's not very strong against the pogos. Okay. Ow. Really? What? Why did you do that? I was clearly pressing up and E. Up and E. Up plus E is what I was hitting. Very clearly. Super clearly. Why did they make the Silk skill and the tools all the same button? It makes no sense to me. Just have it be a different button, please. Even like first and second Silk skill could be, or first and second tools, and third tools, I guess there is a crest that has a third tool slot, you could have those all be different buttons very easily, you know? I mean, I guess if you're trying to design it for a controller, then yeah, the different buttons would be a lot harder. Because, I mean, a keyboard has a lot more keys than a, you know, regular controller has buttons. So it would be a lot harder to not have those be just combination buttons. But still, I feel like it would be very possible to just, at least on computer, give them their own buttons. Back to you. That's your first attack, huh? You do really like it. Really? Really? That's how you're gonna do things? Yeah, it needs to be in the middle of the room. You need to be at like the top middle, or she can hit you. Which is hard to always position yourself correctly to be able to heal in that one. But top middle seems to usually be safe. When you're on the sides, I mean, she might be able to jump up and do her spin attack in air and still hit you if you're in the middle, but that is relatively rare. Generally, what you're trying to avoid is the two thrown weapons attack that she does when you're above her anywhere. That's kind of what you want to make sure you stay out of the way of. And that, I don't think, can hit the middle unless she's way, way over at one side of the arena. A little low on Silk this time. We can get a hit in before she does that introduction. Oh, come on. I hit that one. Okay. We just weren't able to get enough Silk that time at all. And we're back to sleeping. And back to this. I'm pretty sure we spent more time running back to the boss and fighting her ads than we've actually spent fighting her. Alright. Can you stop just spamming that attack? Like, come on. I just want a decent amount of time to actually hit you. Well, back to the ad fight, and the waiting, and the passing out, and then the running, and then the parkour, and then the ad fight, and then 2 seconds of boss, and then dying, and then 20 minutes of all this again. It's a lot. Ow. I guess not ow, because dice. Okay, so you can't avoid that just by being close. It goes like all the way from her, all the way out to you. Yes, get more crits. I tend to not notice many times that I get crits on bosses. I wonder if the crit chance is lowered against bosses. Only one that time, huh? I just can't get any silk. I cannot. Like, literally, I've just... There we go. Can you please leave me be? Thank you. Ow. Never mind. Oh, the bomb for the win. Okay. My thoughts on that one is... Oh. How we hunted, how we sang, my children, I saw you glorious. With that one, I feel like the boss itself was fun. The, you know, passing out, doing the song, running back, going up the parkour, killing all the guys, and then fighting her, that was less fun. You know, I mean, it was fun the first time. It was a good build up to the boss, but after that, I kind of wish that it was just abridged in that you were able to just try it more quickly on subsequent attempts. But you cannot. So that was like the only issue with it. I did like the boss fight though. It was fast and had some complex abilities, so you actually had to use your brain to dodge everything. So all in all, probably a very good boss. Just the build up to it kind of irritated me. Oh, after only after like the first 10 attempts though. Craw summons. Okay, I guess that is that the next group of things that I need to interact with. Scrawled missive on tattered black rag. Defiler dark attend home wheel. Wheel, huh? Home wheel. I mean, Craw Lake. But I don't know if there's a wheel at Craw Lake. But all right, and I guess that's where we're going next. But for now, we're gonna end the stream there because, yeesh. And also, it's, you know, just about 20 minutes past when I'm supposed to usually end. So, good stuff. We actually did a lot more than I thought we would. I mean, we explored the entire abyss. You know, got in and then out of there subsequently. We beat the final boss again to get our third ending, which is pretty exciting. You know, we got 3 out of 5 endings now, so that's good. And then that got us into Act 3. We did the Abyss, and now we did the entire Hunter's March / Far Fields extra thing and got 1 of 3 of the hearts. So that's very good. Oh, we can actually see the location of the other 2 hearts as well. Interesting. One is in the Coral Tower. That's not going to be fun. And the other's kind of by the blasted steps. Alright then. Well, that's good. We'll know where we're going. Except we want to go to the Craw place next, I guess. I don't know what that's about. I assumed that was the next location of the next thing, but if I have both the locations of the things that I need to get already, then what is at the Craw place? I don't know. Either way, we will figure that out next time, which will be on Monday. So, not streaming tomorrow, be back on Monday, and we'll continue Act 3, and we'll see. I mean, it's not so bad so far. It's not as bad as I thought. The parkour is harder, the bosses are harder, the enemies are harder, everything's harder, but it's not, like, to an undoable degree. It is still doable, just, you know. And I was gonna say, so far the bosses are kind of irritating in Act 3, but then I kind of realized that most of the bosses in this game end up kind of irritating me until I figure out their moveset. The only one, so far, the only one that didn't irritate me at all and was just pure enjoyment was the first sinner person, the one that was in the jail and was like the Weaver lady. I really need to figure out what the name of that thing was, because it's my favorite boss, and it was just... I just had fun with it. That was just a great boss. So, every other boss has had some degree of irritation to it, but not that one. So, I kind of wish every boss was that boss, you know? We need to make a Silksong randomizer now, where I can just set all of the bosses to that boss. No, every enemy in the game, just that boss. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. But either way, I will go now, and I'll see you guys on Monday. So, goodbye.